Welcome to another One Piece Market Watch. Today, I'm going to take a look at some of the cards that don't get a lot of attention, at least online from what I've seen. But we'll start with some OP13 cards. First off, the Secret Rare Alternate Art Luffy. Not the manga, but it is like the same Oda artwork that gets used through the manga rare and then the red manga as well. Market price right now saying $39.67. This was another one of the cards that got affected by these buyouts over the last weekend. Um, yeah, a lot of them sold above $40, but it seems like more listings. Oh, here's one that populated for $23. Somebody sees that. That's probably a good price for that right now. But after that, $38 is the next one. So this definitely got bought out. But I think these are cool. I really like Oda artwork. I collect Oda artwork. That's what I put in my binders. I grade some stuff too. But I do like these a lot. I picked this up luckily before all this happened. I think it was still like $25 when I picked mine up. Lucky. Next, the Sabo, also from OP13. This the Secret Rare Alternate Art. $20.11 market price, with a few listings under $20. But that's about right. That hasn't really changed. In fact, it's actually gone down even after this weekend. Had quite a few sales, but yeah, it didn't really affect the market price on this one. Not so popular, but still cool. And the last one from OP13, the Ace Secret Rare Alternate Art. This one, market price changed maybe $1 over the buyout weekend. $14.47. Lowest right now, $13. Just one listing. Yeah, 74 total listings. So definitely really didn't see much movement from these promotional weekends. The Roger Secret Rare Alternate Art, though, from OP09, this saw quite a bit of movement recently. Let's filter this. I didn't filter it. For some reason, that 3-month chart was not correct, but the 1 month, yeah, $60.46 for market price. Here's one non-verified seller, but $55. So they're out there under $60 still, but I want to say this is playable if I've heard that correctly, or at least being played now. It wasn't for a while. I think I got mine pretty cheap, and actually kind of recently. I got this only a few months ago. I picked mine up just as a single. But we'll see how this goes once it's not used in a lot of decks. Although it may not be used very often. I'm not sure. Somebody will have to let me know. Next, got the Ace. This is the alternate art from OPO2. So I included for the majority just Oda's artwork, and where we see Oda artwork on alternate arts, whether it's a secret rare or just a regular alternate art. This is SR alternate art. I really like Oda's artwork. I think it was kind of like a dream come true once I heard like the One Piece card game was happening back in, I think it was 2022. It must have been. Like there were announcements of this card game happening, and it was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be able to collect my favorite author on a trading card, all of his artwork, and done up really nicely with extra texture and colored in. These are some of my favorite cards that have come out of the One Piece card game. And I hope this kind of starts a trend that we see for more anime and manga series. I think it'd be really cool to see some more celebration of some of like the best manga and anime, and the manga artist, the mangaka that created those things. Let's filter near mint. So market price right now for near mint Ace is $28. This was quite a bit more expensive, but I remember this being even more expensive than this $37 longer than a year ago. I actually pulled one when OPO2 was new, and it graded at 10, and I ended up selling my PSA 10. It had to be 2 years ago now. For, maybe I'll find the screenshot while I'm editing. But this card has come down quite a bit from when it was brand new. So interesting to see. I actually picked up another one kind of recently. I mean, maybe I got it. It was like $30. So it's come down from after I picked it up, but interesting. Next, another one from OPO2. Got the white beard. Edward Newgate. $43.93 market price. And there are a few listings around that $40 mark, so it's not struggling for near mint copies. It seems a lot of things have repopulated for listings after these crazy buyouts that we've had. There's Sabo alternate art from OPO4. This is another one of the SR alternate arts, not a secret rare alternate art, but an SR alternate art. It uses Oda's artwork. Market price $16.50, although over here $16.95. Let's see, 16, 17, 15, 4 copies sold for $15 there. Well, yeah, there's still quite a few listings, so this could be a good pickup right now. This I actually picked up a few of these over this weekend. Just gonna hit refresh real quick. Yeah, it looks like it has gone up a couple dollars. It says market price here on the side, $20.73. Although most recent sold here was $34. So this seems like it's still getting bought out because there's only 8 listings left. And there's the lowest one for $43. So maybe be patient on this one, because there are only 8 listings available here on TCG Player. So good thing I refreshed that, or else that would have been outdated. Next, though, we got the Luffy Secret Rare Alt Art from OP10. This time Gear 4. This is a cool one. I actually did also pick up a couple of these, but market price here only $20, and I think it's still plenty of copies around that $20 mark. So give time on this one. I think this is cool, really cool colors on that. Next, got the Law, also from OP10. This Secret Rare alternate art. This come down quite a bit recently. $18.54 here for market price. Recently sold, yeah, around the $20 mark. So just about $20 you could call it on market price. This is a really good one. Law is definitely a popular character, but probably not a bad time to pick this one up. Next, you got the Rayleigh Secret Rare alternate art. Again, OP08. Market price $16.77. Got a few here around that $15, $16 mark. Yeah, there's plenty of listings here on a few of these. So probably not a bad time if you wanted to pick up some of these cards that I've shown, just based on how many listings there are and how much this has actually come down. It's basically halved in price over the last 3 months. So probably not a bad time to scoop up some of these. Here's a Shanks alternate art from OPO1. This is Romance Dawn. I did buy a few of these over this weekend. It says here $68.92, although most recent sale $92, and there are none left under that $90 mark. So this could repopulate with more listings that are cheaper, but OPO1 I think has gotten to the point now where it's maybe just going to be less of it on the market than there was. So I wanted to at least stock up personally. That's why I picked up a few of them. Oh, my light just went out. I'm gonna have to plug that back in. I'm not gonna edit. But yeah, okay, that's the Shanks. All right, and to finish it off, just some gold Dawns from PRBO2. I don't think I included any from PRB1. But this is the Nami. I think everything was affected by the promotional weekend, so there are only a few left under the $200 mark. But this was and has been expensive since it released, so hasn't really done much except for actually come down in the last week or two, which is good to see, I guess. Next, got the Robin. This one is, I think, it only has 6 listings left, and 4 of them are the Japanese version. So the lowest listed near mint in English is $200. So the market price here might not reflect what it really is selling for right now. It says $131.80, although most recent sold $170, $150, $160. Those are all in the last couple of days. These are all really cool. These gold Dawns, I think these are some of my favorites. At least like the newest thing. These and like the manga event alternate arts. I guess since PRB1, when these were introduced, the gold Dawns, and now, what was it? OP10. We got the manga event alternate arts. Those are like probably my two favorite additions that they've implemented into the card game over time. Really, really nice. This is the Yamato Dawn. Basically only come down since release, which is good. Most recent sale $125, $137 sold at the beginning of the weekend. 22 listings left. $130 here is the lowest listed, so that seems somewhat safer to buy. All right, next got the Ace Dawn. This one has been popular. Only 8 listings left. Market price says $125 here, but most recent sold $195, and there are none left under $200 practically. This one seller here has 9 copies, listed at $195, which is interesting. I guess that could be a strong barrier, but we'll see. I like this one. Here's the Gear 4 Snake Man Luffy. This one's cool. I think this one's pretty underrated. One of the few, I guess, Luffy cards that it's not very talked about. Well, hard to call it a Luffy. Is it? Yeah, it's Luffy. It's a Luffy card. That's Luffy's arm there. We know this. 67 here is cheapest listed here for the gold. Well, is this English? No, that's Japanese copy, 65. Yeah, so English copy, 67 plus $1 shipping. 42 listings. There's a lot of listings for that one. That one seems like a pretty safe buy. There's the Luffy, Gear 5. This one's more expensive than the Gear 4 Snake Man, but again, only has come down since release. Couple listings here under $100. Same market price, $108. Most recent sold $93.50. So with 51 listings, so there's plenty to go around. And to finish it off, got the gold Shanks Dawn. This has also only come down since its release. Most recent sold $125. 125, 125, very consistently selling around that number. Yeah, there's quite a few listings here left that under 130. This one's really cool. Get the future site, Conquerors Hockey, texture craziness. Pretty cool. All right, that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe for more videos, kind of like this one. All right.